Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for Game 2 between ICC and East Mississippi. If you're just now joining us, were you looking for another game? Because first one went 11 innings, and East Mississippi was able to rally to win it 12-9 in Game 1. And we probably should be towards midway through Game 2 by now, but instead, getting ready for that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here for Game 2. Judd Files on the hill here for the Indians.
Oh,
swings on that first one right back and nearly hit Files. As that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch coming your way at 6:33, and as a pitcher, that's terrifying.
Yeah, and good job by Ty Murphy there, left fielder for East, jumping on that first pitch and just driving it back up the middle, line shot. Glad Judd was able to get out of the way of that. Sometimes it's a comebacker and you can snag it. Unable to do that in that case, but lead runner on for East Mississippi here is ball 1 to Sam McClinton.
That was Murphy who led things off with that return to sender single right back up the middle. McClinton at the plate now. He'll be followed by LeMaster here for East Mississippi. 1-0 is the count. Shows bunt, pops it up, and it's going to get out of play off the netting for strike one. Neither team really, they've tried to bunt today, just haven't been too good at it.
Now the bunts haven't worked extremely well for either team. We were successful, I know, with one. I think Luke Wood, game 1, got one down, but the small ball game has not worked. There goes the runner. Ball gets by Collier. Runner makes the turn at second, decides to hold up. So now the bunt probably off. They may still try to bunt him over to third. I don't know. No out, so and a runner in scoring position all ready for East.
So 2-1 is the count now here on McClinton. Well, right now, if you're ICC, you need something positive early in this contest, especially after letting that lead slip away and eventually drop it in extra innings. But right now, if you're East Mississippi, you want to get that gut punch here early as well to see if you can get some runs on the board. They do lay the bunt down. It's perfect. Only one play. It's over to first, and that is not going to be in time. So that will go for an infield single, and don't know if they caught the third baseman by surprise or maybe the ball just didn't rotate and roll as much as anticipated. And so now runners on the corners in an outstanding start here for East Mississippi with no outs in the inning.
Well, and you had Sam McClinton there too. He's a left-handed batter, quick out of the box, got speed, and so a left-hander laying that bunt down. He did a good job of laying it down on the third base side, as you mentioned. The runner was able to advance to third easily right there, and Ty Murphy, who has speed as well. He had two guys on the base pass right there with a lot of speed, and now you still have them on the base pass with a lot of speed. We're going to see what they do in a first and third situation here as Hugh LeMaster is up.
Stone Collier still catching here in game 2. He got beat up. He was hit with some foul balls and had to run all over the place to try to keep some pitches in front of him, and already having to do that again here as this is going to be a throw down to second. Runner to get there without an issue as it was cut off, anticipating the run to go to third. So East being aggressive on the bases here early on.
Yeah, and you got that speed out there. And again, so now you got two runners in scoring position, no outs here, and your number 3 guy up in Hugh LeMaster.
So LeMaster will dig in with an RBI opportunity. Big, healthy swing and a miss there. 2-1 now is the count here to LeMaster. we'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of the inning. As Files getting set to deliver the pitch. That one missing outside. Files struggling to find that outside corner, as that was another one that Collier had to kind of dive out of the zone to go get.
Yeah, 3-1 count here, too. He's down in the count. Can't afford to obviously give any free passes at this point.
3-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss there. 3-2 now is the count here to LeMaster.
Yeah, fighting back, runs it full. So K here would be really what we need at this point, getting the first out of the inning.
So winning the 3-2 offering here to LeMaster. That pitch runs inside, and it's going to walk him. And so bases will be loaded now here for East Mississippi, and not to start the Indians we're looking for.
Back, number 20, Caden Bullard.
So this will bring Bullard, who is playing first base, to the plate now with no outs and bases loaded here in the top of the first inning in Game 2. This pitch jammed him, popped it up, and it's going to go out to the right side for strike one.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, of course, bases juiced here for the Indians. Indians back in the middle at double play depth here with the bases loaded. Got your corners in defensively, but they're playing for the double play out there in the middle.
So Files getting set to deliver the pitch. 0-1 is the count. That one missing high and outside. Fans, remember, when you're ready to load your plate like the bases are right now, make the right call and visit Sam's Town Market in Manatee, a proud sponsor of today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. 1-1 is the count. That one finds the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count. This first inning being brought to you by Raising Cane's in Tupelo. One dream, one love. Raising Cane's, they're located there on North Gloucester Street. Sounds really good right now.
Most definitely.
So waiting the 1-2 offering. This one fouled off, and so we'll reset at 1-2.
Yeah, able to get a piece of that. Good job there by Bullard to get a piece of that outside heat right there. Kind of went across the outside part of the plate and able to just kind of stick the bat out there and still get a piece, stay alive. 1-2 count, as you mentioned.
So waiting the 1-2 pitch here from Files. And it's hit hard up the middle. There's one. Are they going to turn two? Yes, they will. They do get the Little Caesars double play. East does score a run out of it, but if you're ICC, you will gladly take 2 outs for 1 run.
Yeah, they had everybody back there in the middle, set up perfectly on defensively for that. They're gonna eat the run right there just to get the double play. In other words, to help them get out of the inning quicker. So you're in the first inning, you're at the top of the first, play for the double play in the middle, and get those outs.
So 2 away now. Runner at third. Breaking pitch, missing for a ball. As this is the D.H. Smith at the plate here for East Mississippi. So 1-0 the count. Files fastball in there for strike one. 1-1 now the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at third. Indians trying to get out of this inning with minimum damage done. Breaking pitch. Fouled off, out of play. And now the count will go 1-2.
Yeah, good job right there of getting a bat on it. Heck of a breaking pitch right there by Judd Files. So 1-2 count here. If you're Jason Smith, you're kind of probably guessing on what you're going to see here. You may even see the heat. Who knows? He may come back with heat.
1-2 pitch. That's exactly what he did, and nice job by Smith finding a piece of that one, fouling it off into the parking lot, and the count will stay at 1-2.
Yeah, good job hanging in there by Smith and fouling that pitch off, extending the inning here. Again, runner at third. Ooh, got.
Nope. Asked did he go? He did not, and I agree. 2-2 now is the count. Tough pitch to hang off of there.
Yeah, very tough pitch. Good pitch right there by Files. Good breaking pitch. Good movement right there. Tough pitch to hang it off on. Good job there by Smith.
2-2 pitch. That one hit hard and over the head of the second baseman, and East will tack on another run there. Nice at bat by Smith.
Yeah, good quality at bat there where he was able to put it together. You know, fouled off a lot of pitches. saw a lot of pitches, and then finally got that pitch up in the zone that he needed there and was able to drive it to the right side over the second baseman's head, line drive, base hit, drives in a run, two runs here in the first inning for East Miss.
And now this will bring the right fielder Bates to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. Indians looking for the exit. East looking to continue this 2-out rally. That pitch nips the corner for a strike.
Yeah, Files is good about nipping that corner. You kind of mentioned there, Adam. He's always good about painting that. And so he does an excellent job right there of locating his pitches out there.
That pitch outside, couldn't get him to chase. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner at first here in the top of the first inning. Breaking pitch, hit up the middle, and the shortstop will find it, flip it to second, and that will do it for the inning, but not before East Mississippi able to hang a couple of runs on the board there. And our Bank Okolona keys to victory was ICC getting out to a hot start instead. It's East putting 2 runs on the board. Let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups being brought to you by our friends out at Coke. And Dr. Boggs, tell us about today's Game 2 starters for East Mississippi.
East Miss, of course, leading off was Ty Murphy out in left field, as we mentioned. Batting second, Sam Clinton out in center. Batting third is Hugh Lemaster, shortstop. Cleanup spot is Caden Bullard playing first. Batting fifth, Jason Smith just had that big single right there. He was the DH spot. Batting sixth, Cooper Bates out in right field. Seventh, Chipper Moore playing second base. Batting eighth, Gabe Roberts be behind the plate doing the catching duties. And finishing at ninth there, Luke Sides playing third. And on the mound for East Mississippi here is Evan Hilliard.
That is your starting lineup there for East Mississippi, trying to go for the sweep of ICC here at home after picking up the 12-9 win in Game 1. Now let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for ICC. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and Coach Rick Collier hopes he's got that winning combination put together here in Game 2.
Leading off, Jude Treadaway at short. Batting second, going to be Evan McCarthy out in right field. Had a big home run there toward the end of the game, Game 1. Batting third, Nathan Ferris, who is playing third. Cleanup spot, Stone Collier moves up to the cleanup spot here in Game 2. And he's behind the plate doing the catching duties today in Game 2. Batting fifth, Madden Butler be at second. Sixth, going to be Jarrett Morris moving up in the lineup here in Game 2 out in left field. Batting seventh, Bryson Jackson's the DH. Batting eighth, going to be Bryce Glenn getting a start here in Game 2. He'll be at first base. And batting ninth is going to be Luke Wood, who is getting the start here in Game 2 out in center. And as we mentioned, Judd Fowles on the mound here for the Indians in Game 2.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads. And I apologize if you heard me laugh there for a second. The home plate umpire apparently likes the song No Diggity, because as he walked off from behind home plate, he kind of had a little pep in his step, was bouncing to the song, and then as he was standing on the line, sitting there nodding his head back and forth. So he's feeling good here for Game 2.
That's good. We'll keep playing it more here and maybe get this game rolling.
That pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count. Treadaway, McCarthy, and Ferris due up here in the bottom of the first inning. ICC trailing it 2-0. That pitch across for a strike.
Judd Fowles, again, I didn't go over his stats on the mound there, but didn't mean to discredit him in the top of the first. He was 7-1, 10 appearances on the year, as that's going to be a ball 3 right there. And then he's got 48 innings pitched, 37 hits, giving up 20 runs, 34 walks to 78 Ks. Excellent K to walk ratio right there for Judd, who is the reverse transfer back to Starkville. Jude Treadaway leads off there with a walk. Good for the Indians.
Nice at bat there by Jude to come out and get that walk to start things off here. As we talked about, ICC needed something good going for them here, as a quick pickoff over to first is not in time, as this will bring McCarthy to the plate. McCarthy batting in that 2 spot, playing in right field. Listen to that first pitch across at 84 for strike 1.
Evan Hilliard on the mound for East Miss, coming in 4.32 ERA, 2 wins, 3 losses, 9 appearances on the year. He is a freshman out of Alabama, as that's going to be strike 2, 0-2 on Evan. He does have 33 in the third innings pitched, giving up 39 hits on 21 runs, 12 walks to 25 Ks.
0-2 is the count here to McCarthy. That ball in the dirt. Those stats being brought to you by our friends at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, helping you get back in the game. Visit OINMS.com. Snap throw over to first, not in time.
So Indians need to answer here, and that's what we talked about at the end of game one, was how the situational hitting got him right there. That looked a little outside right there, but guess he's going to call it.
I'm with you. And, you know, that's what happens when you're in the slump. Those type pitches are going to be called for strikes. If you're knocking the cover off the ball, that's called a ball every time, and that's just unfortunate for McCarthy right now, as he has just been the victim of some unfortunate calls going against him.
Most definitely. And so, but Etowah needing to answer here. You know, they get the lead off on. That's going to be ball 1 to Nathan Ferris. But again, Etowah needs to answer with that leadoff runner on, and at least try to get them around here and try to answer with at least one run out of this inning with that 2 spot that East Miss put up.
Big swing and a miss there by Ferris on the off-speed pitch. 1-1 now is the count here to Nathan, batting in that third spot. Collier on deck for the Indians. They trail this one 2-0 here in the bottom of the first in game 2. Snap throw over, not in time. Sun starting to set here at Crescent Field. Lights are on. Hard to beat a nighttime atmosphere here at Crescent Field. There's a grounder, is foul. 1-2 now the count.
Good job there by Ferris. He had a pretty good swing on that, was able to chop it, and he turned it foul, but not a bad cut there. Just need to straighten that one out, kind of get it back over. But, again, I think Ferris had a pretty decent day here in game 1. He, if I'm not mistaken, he had a double and a single that I know of by the time I got in.
I think he actually had 2 doubles and a single on the
I
day.
think I think I missed the first one.
That pitch missing low for a ball. 2-2 now is the count here to Ferris.
And speaking of why I missed the first one, we did have our first freshman orientation session today on campus, honors orientation, as the runner goes, and they're going to eat it and let Jude take the base there, so he gets second with 1 out, 3-2 count. But great day always to have that first orientation session, and you get your new students on campus who will be attending in the fall, and got the honors group and Michael Holloway, Tyler Kemp, and recruiters. All of them did a phenomenal job of putting today together. Of course, the advising staff, I know, did a great job in advising these new students as they came in. So a lot goes into a day like that, as that's going to be strike 3. Ferris swings that through that for out number 2 of the inning. But, you know, it's exciting. We got another orientation session on Friday. It'll be two that day, this coming Friday. So we'll have more freshmen registering with us, and then we'll get the next one in April, next Friday. I think it's next Friday.
I think it is.
Either that, no, it may be Good Friday. Next Friday.
It is. Next Friday is Good Friday, so it'll be the Friday after that.
It'll be the Friday after that. That's correct. Yeah. So anyway, knew we had 3 in April. That's strike 1 to Stone. But excited about that. It's always an exciting time of year as we roll into orientations, and everyone does a phenomenal job on that with these students that are coming in.
Ball in the dirt, blocked up nicely. 1-1 now is the count here to Stone. Collier, McCarthy, and Ferris each go down to a Renaissance Bank strikeout for the 2 outs in the inning. So ICC trying to spark a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the first. That's what they did when they scored their first 2 in game 1. So we'll see if Collier can get it started. Instead, chases a pitch on the inside, swing and a miss. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, quickly down 1-2, as you mentioned. Got 2 outs. We do have a runner in scoring position in Treadaway out there who did get the stolen base.
And Collier's going to lift this one, and it's going to be run down out there. I'm like you. I thought for a second had a chance, but the center fielder playing shallow, able to reel that one in on the out. So ICC can't cash in with the leadoff walk. They trail it 2-0 here after 1. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll head now to the top of the second inning. Having to take a little extra time as Stone was that final out of the inning as he's getting his catching gear on here. We're heading to the top of the second inning, where to be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up here for East Mississippi. Butler, Morris, and Jackson scheduled up. And for ICC, Files still on the hill here, and I tell you, East is aggressive on some of these first pitches. As the very first pitch of the game was returned to center as Murphy hit it right back up the middle. Eventually came around to score on a double play that Bullard grounded into. And then McClinton, he singled on a hard hit ball as he scored on a single by Smith. And that is our Renaissance Bank scoring update here in game 2 after 1 complete. So Moore, Roberts, and Sides scheduled up. I think I just gave you, I said due up was the 5, 6, 7. I gave you our ICC people. That was well off the mark.
Well, you said Boer, Roberts, and Sides, and that is correct.
Yeah, so 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Is that pitch? Ooh, that's going to get the Boo Birds out here in a second for ICC fans because McCarthy went down on a, there it was, on a pitch that was further outside than that one. 1-1 now is the count. And he made it up for one there. Is now that one 1-2 is the count. So you got about a half a ball off the plate for the strike zone today on the right side, at least so far here through this first inning plus.
Yeah, he's calling that outside pitch, and there he goes again with it right there. And that's one thing, as I mentioned, Judd does a good job of hitting his spots right there, and he'll hit that outside corner out there. And seen him do it in multiple games. Did it right there, got the big K. I guess that's his first K so far this game.
It is. That strikeout being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. You can find out by visiting renaissancebank.com. So 1-2 now, and this will bring Roberts to the plate, who is catching here in game 2. This game's scheduled for 7. And guess what? The first game was scheduled for 9, and they played 11.
Sure did.
That one finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Roberts. Well, if he's going to keep calling that outside corner of the plate, the right side of the infield needs to be ready. There's going to be a lot of balls coming their way.
Very potentially could. You're right, if they can catch up with it over there. There's
91 on the radar on that one.
I know Judd, when he gets in the zone out there and he gets rolling, he doesn't waste a lot of time on the mound. He just gets that sign and he rolls with it. So, which I like. You run with it.
Set up on the outside that time. Couldn't get him to chase. 2-2 now is the count here to Roberts. Good crowd still hanging around, even though the sun's kind of dipped away. Starting to get a little chilly out there.
Nope, got him chasing one right there.
Say that one gets in the dirt, gets away, and it'll be an easy toss out, 2-3 to record the putout on the Renaissance Bank strikeout, second of the game, second of the inning for Files.
Yeah, good job right there. You just kind of got him fishing at one right there, and no way he was really going to get a hold of that one. And but just had him guessing, and so he really didn't know what was coming and didn't know what to expect. So he just kind of swung after one right there and unable to make contact. So big out. That pitch is popped up right here. That may stay in play. Stone's looking at it, reels it in. That's going to get you third out right there, Gore.
Big inning there for the Indians. That's exactly what they needed, a quick 3-up, 3-down inning to see if they can get the bats back to the plate. Butler, Morrison, Jackson scheduled up in the bottom of the second. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC Athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the bottom of the second inning. ICC trailing 2-0 here in Game 2 to East Mississippi. We do want to say a special hello to those that are watching in favor of the Lions this evening, and we do want to remind you of David Brzezinski, the SID over at East Mississippi, a good buddy of mine, longtime buddy of mine. Does a great job over there for you guys at East Mississippi. So the next time you see David at a ball game, go out of your way and tell him thank you for all the hard work he and his crew do there. And no better way to say thank you than buy him a nice ice-cold Coke. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. They're hoping they can start getting these bats heated up here and rally to see if they can find a way to earn the split with East Mississippi this evening here with a win in Game 2. That pitch missing for a ball here to Butler.
Yeah, still got Evan Hilliard out there for East Miss. And like you say, Butler at the plate. That's going to be swung on. That's going to be up the middle. That's going to get through there, Adam, and that's going to be a base hit. And that's going to be the first hit of Game 2 for Etowamba.
Well, that's just what the Indians needed right there after getting the leadoff runner on Bill Walk. Had back-to-back strikeouts and a flyout to end the first. So a nice solid start to the inning there with the single up the middle. And now this will bring Morris, the left fielder, to the plate with no outs and a runner at first. That pitch right down the middle for a strike.
All right, no better time to turn it around than now and have, you got that leadoff guy on if you're Etowamba and start figuring out and working through these situational type scenarios here where you can, that's ball one right there to him, where we can at least get that runner over to second in scoring position. But again, not a good job Game 1 of doing that. Hopefully Etowamba's going to do better here in Game 2 with it.
Quick toss over to first, not in time. ICC drops Game 2 in softball to the final score 6-5. Had runners in scoring position in the 6th, but a fly out. As there's a chance for 2 here. There's 1, and the throw over is not in time, so that'll go as a fielder's choice. 6-4 on the putout of Butler. And the runner will be at first with 1 out here. And have a quick break. We'll continue to talk about the softball game, but had a chance to had the people they wanted up in the 6th, couldn't come up with the hit, then went 3 up, 3 down in the 7th. And that's how ICC dropped Game 2 there. As I was going to wonder, because I was going to give credit here to Butler on breaking up that double play because he technically slid properly into the bag, and he did just enough mess up the timing and the throw of that second baseman. And I won't say it was a good, clean slide, but good job by East Mississippi's coach to come out and question it, because you never know when you get that call in your favor.
Oh, yeah, you never know when you can get it reversed or anything like that. So good job questioning that and having a conversation with the umpire. Nothing reversed on that. Everything still stays where it is. Runner at first, 1 out here.
This is Jackson at the plate. Takes that first pitch inside corner for a strike. So 0-1 is the count with 1 out. Snap throw over to first, not in time. 0-1 the count here to Jackson, who is DHing again here in game 2. Another snap throw over. Tell you what, we've seen East Mississippi, they throw over a lot. And they're more kind of half-hearted throws. They're not really true pickoff moves, so maybe trying to lull you to sleep for something a little bit later on in the contest. 0-1 is the count here to Jackson. That pitch goes high for a ball. Softball to be in action, I believe, on Saturday, as it'll be Alumni Day here at ICC. So if you know of any of the former softball players, managers, coaches, parents, we encourage you to come out Saturday, as ICC will take on Southwest for Alumni Day. Visit letsgoicc.com to find out more on when that Guaranteed Bank opening pitch will be, because I can't remember right now. 1-1 is the count. This one hammered, but it's going to go foul and out of play. And was waiting for the campus police vehicle they were driving through. Thought they were about to drive into the ball, but just miss it. 1-2 now is the count here to Jackson. 1-2 pitch. Beautiful pitch as it was breaking outside, then turned right back in for a Renaissance Bank strikeout. That thing was just wicked. Third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Hilliard. And now this will bring Bryce Glenn to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Well, I was looking here at him. I know it felt like I was lulled to sleep.
I don't like it when you look at your phone, because I know you're looking to see what my Pirates did. My Pirates aren't playing good this year.
Well, no, they're not. And also there is apparently a controversy out there with Pittsburgh, the Pirates.
Oh, yeah.
With the Bucco Bricks display.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the Bucco Bricks, which was a fan-funded thing, was disappeared.
It was. Somebody steal it?
Well, there was frustration on that.
I was going to say the fans, as frustrated they've been with ownership, probably took it back.
And the fans in Pittsburgh, that some of those bricks, obviously they were found at a recycling plant in the area.
They don't play out there in Pittsburgh.
I think what Pittsburgh's doing is they're going to obviously come back and fund a better Bucco Bricks display.
They better not count on the fans, because they ain't going to buy none.
It says the Bucco Bricks were introduced in 1999 with the team, and it said it sold 10,000 of them in 99.
Yeah, we were decent back then.
Well, and the thing is, according to what I'm reading here, a number of those bricks included messages that honored family members, all that leading to –
kind of like our Walk of Fame.
Exactly. And so, again, you can imagine if all of a sudden – bricks are gone, which that's going to be ball 2 right there on Bryce. But anyway, just a lot of controversy, because they also had the controversy there about the Clemente thing. So
just ownership cannot get out of their own way as this pitch is fouled off. And it's just 2-2 still the count. It's just one of those, like, I get it. I do. Fans are frustrated, rightfully so, because we go get a pitcher like Skeens and then we don't get anything to build around him.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Of course, I don't think Skeens, if I saw, did not have a good night yesterday.
He didn't. But at the same time, can't blame him.
That's true. You got to have some help around it as that pitch is driven by Glenn out to center. Center fielder's going to drift back and going to haul it in for out number 3.
Well, that will end the second. 2-0 is your score. East Mississippi with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the top of the third inning. You just missed it. Raphael Henry dancing in between the innings to Shania Twain's I Feel Like a Woman.
He did.
Kind of confused by that, Ralph, but either way it goes, there's a wall between me and Ralph, thank goodness.
Yeah, there is, and I don't expect that wall to be there after the game, though.
No, not at all, not at all. Ralph, I owe you lunch tomorrow. So.
Well, in better news for your Pirates,
okay.
And 13 innings, they won 2-1 today.
Heck yeah.
Beat the Cardinals.
As that pitch fouled off, 0-2 now is the count.
13 innings.
Glad to know that we weren't the only one to go into extreme extra frames.
Yeah, 13 innings. So they did got strike two. 0-2 count here, like you said, on Murph.
And there's a beautiful strike three. My goodness. You can't paint a picture better than that, as that's a Renaissance Bank strikeout.
Yeah, excellent pitch right there by Judd. As I always say, doing a great job of locating his pitches, hitting the spots. Then he'll just bring that heat in there, and he'll just challenge you. And he says, hit it if you can. Most people can't catch up with it. He's got a lot of Ks on the year, as I mentioned. His K to walk ratio was outstanding. So that one's just oh, man, what a little –
So infield was in that time, yes. And they caught a break, and they thought about going to second. Probably could have, but instead just checked up and headed back to first. So that will be just a little excuse-me swing for a base hit.
Yeah, it was. And, again, like you said, you had third in Ferris over there. The pitch was in. It fisted him, and since Ferris was in and you had the speed of McClinton there, he was able to just pop it up. I say pop it. It just kind of flared, as you mentioned, over, and it just dropped back there in the dirt over Ferris. And so infield signal right there, and so one out, runner on.
Runner goes. Throw down is not in time as it hopped across short. And
that's his second stolen base, isn't it?
Yes, I believe it is.
He's been on twice and stole.
Yep.
Stole two bases.
So now runner at second.
Well, there was we've talked about extra inning affairs today. Very close ball game, and y'all wouldn't expect it. But Ole Miss, the number 16, as that one's hit back up the middle. Judd's going to go to third. It's going to be in time to get the tag out right there. There was not a force, so you had to get the tag. Got the lead runner out. So still got a runner at first, fielder's choice there.
Really surprised that didn't draw a conversation from the East Mississippi coaching staff, as ICC will catch a break as that was close with the half-hearted underhand toss. That will be a fielder's choice. Now 2 outs. And this will bring Bullard to the plate, who grounded into a Little Caesars double play.
As that one's going to be lifted out into left and caught for out number 3.
So a nice job recovering there after giving the 1-out single up. Couldn't get anything going. ICC's bats need to wake up here as we head to the bottom of the third. ICC trails it 2-0.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back. Back in the game. Back in motion. Back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the third inning. ICC trailing 2-0 here in game 2. Good job by East Mississippi jumping out early on Judd Files because he has been lights out since then. So now to be Wood, Treadway, and McCarthy due up here in the bottom of the third inning as the umpire calling time, and looks like he's asking the pitcher to take something off his wrist. Oh yeah, he had the communicator.
Yeah,
it
communicator.
It was on his glove hand. Interesting that unless he just said the battery died in it.
It may have. That's what I'm thinking.
So.
Well, I left you Rebel fans in I know Ralph's waiting on this because Rebel fans are in distress right now, but close affair out there today. They played, of course, your number 6 Rebels, ball 1 right there. 7 innings, 29-1. They beat Alcorn State.
Okay, I thought the way you were talking about during the break, it was like they got upset.
29-1.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
As there's a swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 now is the count.
Now Ralph's cheering out there.
Yeah,
He says, yes.
You had Ralph's blood pressure up, and because I was talking about, I was listening on the radio, they were talking about just throwing off today because of the big series with Tennessee coming up, and
boy, did they ever throw off.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to tell you. But good play there at third. Wow.
great stretch to reel that one in. 5-3 on the putout of Wood. If you're Wood, all you can do is look over at the third baseman, tip your cap, and say good job.
Yeah, and that was Luke Sides out there and had great motion and movement to his left over there and was able to get over there in that 6-hole, snag it, and still able to pick it up and throw it on the run right there. And so excellent play over there to get the first out of the inning for East Miss.
This is Jude Treadaway at the plate now. Takes that first pitch, missing low for a ball, and like it caught the catcher there as the home plate umpire looked too excited to come out and throw the ball back to the catcher and overshot him. Well, this home plate umpire, he's quite the character. We saw him dancing in an inning. Now he comes out and whatever you want to call the home plate umpire on that last throw as he launched it out into right field.
Got a little pep in his step.
He does. As that pitch missing low for a ball, 2-0 now is the count. I like the energy, though.
Yeah. And Let's see, of course, obviously looking toward the weekend is the Masters, as we've talked about, is coming up as that ball got by the catcher there. Where big baseball series coming up in the SEC this weekend. You got the Volunteers, number 5 in Oxford, number 6 Ole Miss. So that's a big one. You got staying in state, even though Mississippi State's not ranked, they're heading to Tuscaloosa. That's going to be strike one, 3-1 count to take on number 12 Alabama right there. So you never can tell what happens with State and Alabama. You got Vandy and Oklahoma, 2 ranked teams right there in baseball going at it as that one's lifted to the left, and the left fielder's going to get under it and make the first catch it, get out number 2 of the inning. Trying to see where.
Of course, that's a big series for Ole Miss because, yes, you've got the SEC tournament coming up, blah, 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 but it's more about hosting a regional.
Yes.
If they get 2 out of 3, then you almost can't deny Ole Miss the ability to host a regional once the postseason does start as that pitch up high for a ball, as this is McCarthy at the dish.
You've also got the Razorbacks, number 1 at number 7 Georgia.
Pretty much any teams that play in the SEC this year is going to be a good series.
Yeah, because I think LSU is at Auburn, and they're both ranked almost in the top 10. So great baseball this weekend. And then if you like the ACC, hey, Notre Dame is at Boston College.
Hey, we'll probably drop 2 of those. 1-1 now is the count. That pitch finds the edge for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to McCarthy. Of course, for anybody who knows, I am a Notre Dame fan, so Dr. Boggs likes to make sure everybody knows that I'm not necessarily an ACC guy. I'm not an SEC guy either, but I do keep up with the ACC probably more than anybody else, other than Dr. Gabe Rulowitz, who is a big Clemson fan.
No doubt.
Also a proud sponsor with Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. So, but during football season, as that one's smashed down the third base.
Another great play by the third baseman.
Yeah, great job there. But during football season, I can't say much to Adam about football or anything like that because Notre Dame is definitely tops to my Bulldogs. So
for now.
And we'll probably stay that way.
We played 3, and ICC trails it 2-0. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Keep watching. Okay, where's the remote?
Ugh, it's under her arm.
I'm gonna go for it.
So close.
Oh, maybe he can get it. Guess not.
I mean, can you blame him? We're delicious.
Delicious and sugar-free.
Delicious and caffeine-free. Yep. Anyway, about that remote.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back as we head now to the top of the 4th inning. You know, we were bragging on the music earlier. The music selection has been great. So much so that I think it was Coach Kimbrell was actually dancing down to the third base box in between the inning here. So kudos to the DJs tonight for the music selection.
Done a good job.
So we're in the top of the 4th, 2-0 East with the lead here in game 2. So that pitch finds the outer edge for a strike.
Yeah, he's going to call that outer edge, as we've said earlier. But, again, Judd always does an excellent job of hitting it. So, good start right there, 0-1 count.
So 0-1 is the count. Boy, I just felt the breeze come through the press box. Not going to get that one that far out, as that temperature has dropped dramatically out there.
No, not going to get that one that far out. And this Smith at the plate, who did single and had an RBI his first at bat.
So he'll dig in with a 1-1 count. Leading us off here in the top of the fourth. Flies this one out to right field. Right fielder's going to jog over, camp underneath it, and squeeze it for out number 1. So 1 away now. This will bring up Bates, who grounded out to the shortstop to end the first.
Up to bat, number 13, Cooper Bates.
This game's scheduled for 7 here in Game 2. Of course, East Mississippi was able to pick up the 12-9 win in 11 innings in the first game of the day. Indians jumped out to a 6-1 lead, and East battled back, scored 5 in the top of the 11th to be able to pick up the win.
Breaking ball there. Just couldn't break back in enough, and it was high, so ball 1.
This is Bates at the plate. Swings on this one, fouls it out of play. 1-1 now will be the count here to Bates. Again, we invite you to look at letsgoicc.com, see the schedule, make your plans to come out to the baseball and softball games that are left this season. As this pitch fouled off, 1-2 now is the count. Good thing about baseball and softball this time of year, if you want to come out to the ballpark, it's very friendly to the budget because it's free to get in.
It is. It's very friendly to the budget. And I know baseball, BSU does a great job, as we've talked about, with the concession stand. I think Wesley does an excellent job with the softball concession stand. You can get a good meal as that one's blocked up. Doesn't have to be, really. There's no runner on, but does get blocked up. 2-2 count. But very fortunate there on our spring sports there, too, that both those entities there and organizations for Etowamba do a lot to provide good food for the fans, but also help fundraise for their organizations that go a long way for those students who are involved in those clubs.
Breaking pitch fouled off and out of play. Will sit at 2-2.
That breaking pitch right there, that slider is wicked.
It's nasty.
I'm going to tell you, I mean, if I'm Cooper Bates up there, I'm just glad I got a piece of that one.
So the count will stay 2-2 here. Files getting set to deliver the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, 4th of the game for Files, and now with 2 away, this will bring Moore to the plate.
Number 6, Chipper Moore.
Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. It's getting late, and the press box is going crazy.
We're having a good time up here, though. That's strike 1 on Chipper Moore as he does commit and go. And if y'all will hold on the air, Adam and I may have to run the PA and the scoreboard for a minute.
So 0-1 is the count. Files getting set to deliver the pitch.
Pitch.
Beautiful breaking pitch. Had the batter bailing out that time and looks at strike 2.
Yeah, 0-2. Quickly ahead there, Judd, is on Chipper Moore. He did K him, I think, like you mentioned, his first at bat. So 2 outs here. 0-2. You got him.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. They're going to have to throw it down to record the out. They do so. And back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts there for another 3-up, 3-down inning. But the Indians' bats remain quiet. They've only got one hit on the evening. As we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. a bank that asks,
"What's next?"
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza, pizza.
Up to bat, number 6, Nathan Ferris.
Welcome back as we head now to the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-0 is the score. East Mississippi with the lead here in game 2. As it will be Ferris, Collier, and Butler scheduled up here in the bottom of the fourth.
I'm glad we had an excellent response today on our question of what's your favorite baseball movie, Adam. So I appreciate all that chimed into that.
Now, let me go back and look at Twitter. Last time I checked, we had 0 responses to that question. So hit us up on Twitter, or if you've got our cell phone numbers, text us. What is your favorite baseball movie? At Let's Go ICC is, there's a fly out to left. That's our handle on the app formerly known as Twitter. Yep, ain't got it. Nobody responded. So, yes.
Now batting number 10,
One away
Stone
now.
Collier.
This will be Stone Collier coming to the plate.
Ferris hit that one solid, really did, turned on it and hit it on the line. It was just right at the left fielder. So that's just one of those, that's a, good hit. It really was, had good solid contact, just right at the left fielder.
Collier lifts that pitch in the dirt for a ball. Raphael, you got a microphone on you. What's your favorite baseball movie? He's going to have time to think about it. Okay.
We'll give him a minute to think.
We'll give him minutes to think. What's the one with Keanu Reeves and G-Baby? I'm going to make folks cry bringing up G-Baby. I apologize for that.
Hardball.
Hardball, yes.
Hardball.
Coach Andy Kirk chiming in. He says, for the love of the game, Kevin Costner.
That was
with
it.
a
Love
perfect
that one.
game. Yes.
I love that one. That's what I hit earlier. I love that. And Coach Kirk, you're exactly right.
Loved it so much you almost fell over the
I did.
stool.
I almost fell over the stool because I got to thinking about it. That's ball 3, 3-0 count here to Stone Collier with 1 out.
Actually, I appreciate it because you were turning down the air conditioner.
Well, it was. I was getting a little chill in here simply because we got the air going and the windows open, as that's going to be strike 1 to Stone on that 3-0 count. But, again, still got a good crowd out tonight. And
that's why nobody's responded, because everybody's here.
Everybody's here. They're not listening to us.
That's right. Most like everybody.
Yeah.
Except for Andy Kirk.
Which majority of the time, yeah.
And Collier will draw the walk there. As now this will bring Butler to the plate. He singled his only time up, was erased on a fielder's choice. So ICC with the runner on first and Butler coming to the plate here. Still down 2-0. Still able to get in this game, but not a whole lot of life, a whole lot of chatter or anything from the ICC dugout or the ICC faithful. And I want to say a lot of that cold weather may have something to do with the ICC faithful here.
Very cool. That was a breaking pitch in there, and Butler just kind of not enough weight back on time on that one. You got to keep that weight back and on those breaking pitches like that, and drive that to right field. Coming in there, but didn't quite wait long enough.
So 0-1 is the count after that foul ball. And this one popped up, and we saw a lot of these in game 1, as this is just a routine fly ball. Can of corn out there in right field for out number 2.
Yeah, got under that one pretty good, obviously, and so lifted that one out there for the second out of the inning, and then you're going to come in with Jarrett Morris here.
So Morris will dig in, trying to spark a 2-out rally. We've said that a lot today. The Indians just trying to get anything going here. Only got 1 hit so far in the contest. As that pitch up high for a ball, 1-0 is the count here to Morris. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Indians trailing this one 2-0. That pitch high for a ball, 2-0 now is the count. I think another problem is there's just so many to pick from.
Well, there are. I mean, and one that oddly is they're going to have a little conversation. One that we haven't mentioned yet, which I watch a lot of, and again, I'm not saying I agree with all this philosophy, but Moneyball.
Yeah, that's a different look at the game. So I do like that one. Not a bad movie to watch, anyway, in that situation. So what did you say that your favorite movie was?
Mine was For Love of the Game too.
Okay. So
favorite baseball movie. Now I will say, I've watched 42, which was good.
Good.
It was an excellent movie. And those are the more, I guess if you're getting into the serious side of things, and of course Adam and I will talk a lot about the Major League Series, and I love the Major League Series. If you're talking about some good comedy, it's just a funny series. Especially the first one, the original was always the best, but great series.
That pitch high for ball 3-0 now is the count. Tell you a movie I think is underrated. That's also a funny movie, Benchwarmers.
Benchwarmers, yes.
It's another good one.
I forgot about that one. A lot of them that you just forget about. Again, a lot of these baseball movies some of them didn't have the humor side to them as well. Because I was always a big fan of The Natural, too, and I know you mentioned that one earlier, too, with Robert Redford back a long time ago. But that's strike one, 3-1 count, taken on 3-0 all the way. Still 2 outs here, and we are in the bottom of the fourth inning currently. Etowamba down 2-0.
3-1 pitch, runs inside and walks him. So now ICC trying to get something going here. In the bottom of the fourth, trailing it 2-0.
Yeah, kind of the first hiccup Hilliard's run into for East Miss this inning. He's 1-2. He did give up that one single, but otherwise he really hadn't had many hiccups. So he's got 2 here but he does have 2 outs in the inning. So we'll kind of see the time called, and he does release it, which you're supposed to do. If you're in your wind-up, keep going through, don't hurt yourself and all that.
Yeah, catcher called time that time. It's bringing some luck, so let's just keep talking about some movies. Some other ones, Rookie of the Year, another really good one.
Oh, yeah, forgot about Rookie of the Year.
Got Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
Raphael coming in the clutch with
Raphael
Field
coming
of
in.
Dreams.
That didn't slip my mind.
I would say that's one that's forgot about.
Well, we were talking about Costner with For Love of the Game, and then you come in. That's right, Field of Dreams. That was a big one.
Bull Durham.
I do like Bull Durham.
Another good one.
That was another Costner movie. Coming in on him and kind of chopped that one off.
Hey, another one, just because I like the guy, Mr. 3000.
Oh, well, Tom Selleck.
No. This is Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Yes. It may be a remake of I don't know if there was an original.
That's a good question.
Mr. 3000, but Bernie Mac's Mr. 3000. I love Bernie Mac anyway.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Is that pitch high? 4 ball. 1-1 now is the count.
Andy Kirk saying, give Bob Uecker some love. He did in Major League, and I agree. That's Bob Uecker made the Major League movie.
We were talking about that. Would have loved to have seen a movie of just him.
Yeah, he was hilarious in that movie. So, are they going to call that a dead ball? No, that one got to the backstop back there. Runners move up. I thought they might have almost hit him there, but it didn't. So got close to hitting Bryson Jackson in the helmet.
And they're going to review it, or not review it, but they're going to talk amongst themselves, the umpires, and they said it did not hit him. They do confirm there. So now the count goes 2-1 with the tying run now in scoring position here for the Indians. 2 more good ones. You've got Bad News Bears. Angels in the outfield.
Forgot totally about Angels in the outfield. Totally forgot about that one. Bad News Bears good too, though.
Trouble with the Curve is a recent one that was really good with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, yeah, I love that, yeah.
As this one popped up back, catcher's going to give chase and will get out of play. That's probably going to hit the car. So 2-2 now is the count.
The Bad News Bears, you had 2 options on it. You had the old version that originally came out, and I think his name was Walter Matthau or Matthew, whatever. Matthau. And then they had the next one that came out with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yep.
So two two different approaches of it, same concept. Both good movies, though.
2-2 now is the count. 2 outs. Tying run is at second. Here for the Indians, trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Jackson at the plate.
Ooh, can't take that.
Can't take that. Second time Jackson goes down looking, and a clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout as the Indians once again fail to get anything going with runners in scoring position. We've played 4. 2-0 is the score. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning. We do encourage you, hit us up on Twitter with your favorite baseball movie as we continue the conversation amongst ourselves during the break. Some of the movies that came up, A League of Their Own is another one.
Yes.
We had there's just so many that we all of a sudden started thinking about. The Natural. We talked about 42, but then we also have The Babe, 61 being another one. And, of course, these are motion pictures we're talking about. I know Netflix has a lot of those other type movies that we're probably looking over, as there's a swing and a miss. Strike one, as this is Roberts, Sides, and Murphy scheduled up.
Yeah, it looks like one of the most recent ones. Now, it is streaming on Netflix. It's called You Gotta Believe, and it's based on a true story of a Fort Worth baseball team that made it to the Little League World Series. I have not seen that, but I was just kind of checking out what the most recent ones might be.
0-2 is the count here to Roberts. He struck out in his only plate appearance so far. Rips that one up the middle, and it's going to get through for a base hit.
Yeah, base hit right there. Good clean single up the middle right there by Roberts. So that does put the leadoff batter on for East Miss here in the top of the 5th. Of course, Minga coming back, Colin Minga, with Rookie of the Year and Bull Durham, which those are his favorites, some of his that he likes.
No, Craig Horton does have a bone to pick with Minga, as he did not allow him to have any warm-up pitches before he did his opening pitch of the day.
I don't blame him. I'd be a little upset if I was Craig Horton on that one, too. I would very much be upset.
And here's the surprising thing to me. He said all Minga wanted to do was talk.
No.
Not Colin Minga.
Yeah, he doesn't talk.
No, he's a quiet fella.
Very quiet fella, very reserved, hard to get him to say anything. Squares the bunt right there, and Luke Sides pulls back, strike one. But, Colin Minga, our assistant athletic director, if you can ever get him to say anything, it's a miracle. I mean, really, he's just a very reserved, quiet individual. Squares the bunt, lays it down. Pitcher Judd fields it cleanly. Going to get the first, going to get the out on the field, on that sack bunt there. To first, so the runner does move up to second.
Really thought they might have had a chance to at least get the lead runner there, but Files wanted to make sure he got the for sure out on that sacrifice bunt, being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That is the ICC Wesley Foundation. They meet Tuesday nights. They're located right across the street from the Davis Event Center. So with one out and a runner on second now, This will flip it back to the top of the lineup in Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy had a single his first at bat and then struck out his second. But opportunity here. Of course, he's got good wheels on him, as we've mentioned. And, well, actually, the next two guys do. They've got good wheels on them between Murphy and McClinton here, and you got a guy at second here in scoring position with one out.
That breaking pitch breaks a little low. 2-0 now is the count here to Murphy. He's the one that started that game with the liner right back at Files.
Yes.
And that 2-run first inning, ever since then, Files has settled down pretty nicely.
Oh, well, done a good job. That one's going to be just fisted to short right there. It's going to be a little pop-up. Going to be the second out.
So a nice job of getting the routine out there.
Up to bat, number 16, Sam McClinton.
And here comes trouble. Sam McClinton 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles, a pair of stolen bases, and a run scored.
Yeah, he can move. We've seen him now. He's definitely anything on the ground out there, anything like that. He's got a chance of beating it out. Of course, he is a left-handed batter right there, so he does have a step. And there he goes. We'll see if it happens. I believe he is.
That's going to get through.
That's going to get through.
They're going to test the arm of the outfielder.
The
throw home is going to be up the line, and that will go for an RBI single, third hit of the day for McClinton. He will advance to second on the throw home, and just another clutch hit. Brad, that's the difference in the game today. East Mississippi's come up with the timely hits. ICC has not.
Yeah, there's 2 outs right there. He came up with a clutch hit. Of course, McClinton's having a heck of a game here. He's got 3 hits out of the 6 that East has. So he's got half the hits. One guy has half the hits. So he's had Judd's number on this game so far. But he's only got 1 RBI on the day out of the 3 driven in. Only 1 attributed to McClinton.
That pitch missing outside for a ball, as this is LeMaster at the plate now. He walked and reached on a fielder's choice. In his 2 appearances so far, there's 2 outs and a runner at second. A lot of speed at second, so anything down to the outfield will likely put another run on the board. Big swing and a miss there by LeMaster. He wasn't thinking about putting one down to the outfield. He was thinking about putting one down to the highway.
Yeah, that was a 39-mile-per-hour pitch. Actually kidding about that, but that is what the speed gun said. It was actually, I guess it registered the throwback from catcher from a Stone.
They're going to say he went.
They are. They got a 1-2 count on him now.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Indians looking for the exit here in the top of the 5th inning. The 5th inning being served up to you by Little Caesars, now available on DoorDash in Fulton. Away to the 1-2 offering. Runner goes. Ball is inside, gets away. 3rd stolen base today for McClinton. Picked on a great pitch to run on there.
Yeah, and then you had a right-handed batter up there too, which makes a little more sense right there. It's going to be a little more difficult for Stone to make that transition right there and then also get that throw. It's just a little more difficult. Speaking of DoorDash and Little Caesars, I reckon they DoorDash to the Roy Crescent Field here since you owe me so many?
I do owe you a good many. As there's that pitch. I wonder if you could drop a pin and be like, hey, this is where I'm at. Or you can just tell them the press box at ICC baseball field. We may have to try that the next home game.
I was going to say,
We'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot. There he is. Got him.
Beautiful pitch there to get strike 3 to end the inning. But East does add another run to the board. ICC now trails it 3-0 as we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Indians looking for some bats. They've only got 1 hit so far. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here. This pizza's only $5.99? No way. This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Are you looking for a place?
That creates lifelong friendships. A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day. A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. ICC trailing at 3-0 here to East Mississippi in Game 2. East won it 12-9 in 11 innings in the first game today. ICC trying to rally to see if they can earn a split here with East Mississippi. Swing on the first pitch, foul ball, strike one.
Coach Kirk also ensuring if you're a Red Sox fan, you might like Fever Pitch.
That's right. Forgot about that one. That might be one that Jonathan Van Every is a fan of. Of course, he joined us for the opening pitch, a little bit of the broadcast last week. Came out through that opening pitch, of course, played for Boston. Had what he described, he said he don't mind talking about closed-door business, as a very happy walk-off home run against Cleveland, as he had a little bit of, that's where he started his career, as there's going to be a hit to the shortstop.
Ooh,
and
what a hop.
Ate him up.
Yeah, it took a bad hop right there, and but couldn't come down with it, and so
yeah, error.
Yeah, it's going to be E on the shortstop right there.
Yeah.
But Indians do get the leadoff guy on, which is more important here, and so that's going to help the Indians. Hopefully, we can now put in play here and try to get this guy over and try to get this lead runner over and maybe get him a score. We've got to start cutting into this lead at some point in time, Adam, because we are here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yes, and to go back and finish that thought, he started with Cleveland. Cleveland wouldn't bring him up. He asked to be let go, and eventually they sent him over to Boston, and he hit a walk-off home run against Cleveland in his big league career over there at Boston. So
Nanny Boo Boo.
Exactly. I think that's exactly what he said.
Was it Nanny Boo Boo?
When he hit the home run.
That's right.
So 1-0 is the count here. This is Luke Wood. He's going to flare one out to the parking lot out there to right, and it's going to hit short and not hit any vehicle. I don't know if we've had a vehicle hit this season.
If we have, I haven't seen it. It snuck past me, which is possible in my old age. But I do have, my contacts in, so I can see better than I used to. As that pitch is going to come in there for strike two, 1-2 count right there. Good pitch right there by Evan Hilliard.
Yeah, it's just one of those that just rolled over, fell into the strike zone, and not really anything Wood could have done with the pitch. And good job to make the count now go 1-2. This one popped up, back and out of play, and we'll sit at 1-2 once again. Well, you got to travel all the way back to the start of the second inning to find the Indians' last and only hit of the ball game. It was Butler who singled, but then was erased on a fielder's choice in the second. Since then, ICC has only had 3 base runners, 2 walks, and an error. So waiting the 1-2 offering here. In the dirt, blocked up nicely. Runner unable to advance. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job by Roberts back there behind the plate for East Miss to come up with that. Keeps the runner at bay over there at first. Again, still no outs, so that was huge right there on his part to keep that runner tied to first over there.
2-2 pitch. Ooh. Finds the edge. You can't let that one go, as he's been calling that out edge all day today. 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day for Hilliard. And we'll flip it back to the top of the lineup in Treadaway.
Up to bat, number 23, Jude Treadaway.
Yeah, that's just too close to let go by right there. Again, that's going to bring the first out of the inning. Still got a runner at first here for Etowamba due to the error with Bryce Glenn. like you say, going back to the top of the lineup now.
So Treadaway 0 for 1 with a walk. And runner will not try to advance as 1-0 is the count.
And Roberts doing a good job again, kind of knocking those balls down that are going into the turf there and keeping it in front of him so the runner doesn't advance.
So waiting the 1-0 pitch here. It's missing low. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, runner at first. ICC trailing 3-0 here. And the bottom of the 5th inning.
Got under it.
This one popped up again. Man, how many times have we seen that in this series tonight? First baseman will come over and make the play for out number 2. It's like we're swinging to put it out of the park versus swinging for level, hard contact, hard hit balls.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like you, but it's so many pop-ups right now, shallow pop-ups. I mean, you don't want to pop one up, period, if you can help it, unless you're trying to, sack a guy in or something. But these are you can't do anything with these. We can't move a runner up. You can't do anything but stay at bay right there if you got anybody on base. Here we are now with 2 outs. Runner at first that, got on for the era hadn't moved. He's still at first. Again, situational baseball, ICC coming up short.
That first pitch to McCarthy across for a strike at the letters. 0-1 now is the count. That pitch missing low. 1-1. The count now here to McCarthy, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Again, a guy that can really heat up in a hurry.
Yeah, he did. That second game 1, he heated up and took 1 out yard on them. And
tried to spark that rally late.
Tried to spark the rally late and just unable for the rally to continue. But, man, he hit that one.
I believe that was his 10th home run of the season, as McCarthy took a healthy chop at that one, missing 2-2 now is the count here for Evan.
Yeah, swung through that one. I got a little time to kill here. I'll look. That would be correct. That'd be his 10th, and he leads the team in home runs, ICC, as that one's going to be fouled back. And apparently it looks like Butler is second on the team in home runs with 7, and close on that is Bryson Jackson, third with 6.
So waiting the 2-2 pitch here with 2 outs and a runner at first. Good job finding a piece of the ball there. Kind of jammed him up a little bit, fought it off, and keeping the at-bat alive here by McCarthy. So 2-2 will stay the count. Runner at first. Indians trying to spark a little bit of a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 5th. We're scheduled for 7, so ICC starting to run out of outs as that throw nearly sent over the head of the first baseman. 2-2 now is the count. 2 outs. McCarthy at the plate. And there's a hard hit there by McCarthy right on cue. It's bobbled around, and the runner will not advance in that situation. Nice job there by Evan to come in and get the hit.
Yeah, good job right there. It keeps it alive here. And you got your number 3 guy coming up, Nathan Ferris, in the lineup. But you got 1 runner now in scoring position for Etowamba. If they want to start cutting into this lead, again, now's the time to do it.
So runners at first and second, tying run at the plate, and Ferris, he had a big home run against Pearl River that bounced off the scoreboard out and left. Indians would love to see a carbon copy of that one here as they try to rally in this one, trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Did I call it?
I think you did.
I did. Good Lord, that one over the lights out and left. That's a Tyreek Reed-style home run. The Indians tie it up 3-0.
And that was a no-doubter.
That one was well over the lights. And that was a big boy hit there.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter off the bat right there. I mean, it was well hit. Obviously, as you said, up in the lights out there, and left field ties the ball game.
We have a meeting out on the mound here as we'll take a break and be back with more new ball game 3-3 here in the bottom of the 5th.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning, tied up here, 3-3 after that 3-run home run off the bat of Ferris here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. As Mr. McCarthy getting fired up out there. As you saw him show up there for your camera for a little bit. Brad, let's talk about this new pitcher in the contest. There's a lot. Everybody's dancing tonight.
I'm telling you, I've got the music really going tonight. New pitcher for East is Sam Malone, who is a right-handed sophomore out of, looks like, let me get it right, Columbus, Mississippi, New Hope.
So not Boston.
Not Boston. Okay. Not off the show Cheers, even though Sam Malone was a pitcher on Cheers for the Red Sox. But we do have Sam Malone in. Sam for East has 2 wins, 4 losses, 11 appearances on the year, 16 1/3 innings pitched, 21 hits, 21 runs, 13 walks to 17 Ks.
That first pitch across for a strike. That Guaranteed Bank pitching change brought to you by our friends over at Guaranteed Bank here in Fulton. Those stats being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Is that pitch missing low for a ball? 1-1 now is the count. This is Collier who will be greeting Malone to the contest. 1-1 pitch, and just kind of jammed him up a little bit there. And now the count goes 1-2.
Yeah, swung through that one, wasn't able to get on that one there. Like you said, it was kind of jammed him up. It was on the inside of the plate, wasn't able to get that big part of the bat out there in front. That one on outside right there, good take by Stone, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here after the 3-run home run by Ferris. Ties us up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that one right up the middle, and second baseman makes a beautiful play. Throw across is in time.
What a play.
Boy, all you can do is tip your hat to Moore, as that one looked like it was going to get through. Did a great job of finding it. Throw over was in time. 4-3 to put the in the inning, but not before a big-time hit off the bat of Ferris. Goes for a 3-run home run to tie us up after 5 complete. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
At Little Caesars, get a large two-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza! Choose a large two-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships?
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
that teaches you skills to improve?
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the sixth inning. New game here, thanks to the bat of Ferris, who hits a 3-run home run to tie us up here in the top of the sixth inning. Bullard, Smith, and Bates scheduled up as that first pitch high for a ball.
Still got Judd Files on the mound for Itawamba, still throwing. So new life there for Judd to know that his offense has answered the call and providing him some runs to tie the game. So 1-1 count here on Bullard.
Hilliard officially off the hook now, as the game is tied, so he will not be involved in the decision, as that breaking pitch nasty across for strike two. So 1-2 now is the count. No outs with Bullard leading us off. He is 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Swinging and a miss for strike three. Now we're starting to hear a little bit of life out of that Indians dugout over there after a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout there.
Up to bat, number 11, Jason Smith Jr.
That is the 7th of the game. So now with one away, this will be Smith coming to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single. That pitch on the outer edge, and I tell you, Judd's already tough, but when he's able to get about a half a ball off the plate like that, he is wickedly tough.
Oh, absolutely. He places it well out there, got a good heater right there, and Smith comes in and just kind of inside out swing that swing right there and puts it out to right field out there, but that's the second out of the inning. So far, quick 2 outs here for Judd, which is what you want if you're an Indian fan here. And maybe Judd can go the distance and come back in here. Hopefully the offense can get back in and put a run on the board.
So Bates will come to the plate now. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to short and a strikeout. Swing and a miss there for strike one. So Bates playing in right field. Pops this one up, back and out of play. And 0-2 now is the count.
Evans, they quickly down 0-2 here, so he's in the hole and got to protect the plate if you're Bates. And it's kind of tough to do right now with Judd, who's really in the zone right now, and then hitting that outside corner very well, or that slider, which is nasty. Went up in the zone on that one, up and in, ball one.
So 1-2 now is the count here to Bates. Indians trying to get another 3-up, 3-down inning here to see as they can keep the bats hot and get something going in the bottom half of the sixth. Breaking pitch, it's a beauty in there for strike three. That was one of those that Files knew it. He started walking off as soon as he released the baseball. His 8th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank. Come back to the bottom of the sixth right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents.
Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza! Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading now to the bottom of the 6th inning. I want to tell you, folks, it's getting dangerous because we're all getting a little loopy up here. It's been a long day at the ballpark. Our original opening pitch started at 1:59. It is now midnight. No, I'm kidding. It's 8:07. We've been at the ballpark since about 11:30 today. So full work day here at the ballpark.
If Ralph could get that camera turned around, he'd get you a good shot of these young
Zoe
ladies
and
here,
Becca, yeah.
Zoe and Becca dancing here in the press box.
So 3-3 is the score. As it'll be Butler starting us off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Malone is pitching that first one across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Butler, Morris, and Jackson scheduled up here. Butler is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out to right. There's a hard hit ball, shortstop, and it bobbles it again. That one just took an awkward hop on him as he came up to get it. I have to call that E6 on the play. Second error by the shortstop to start the inning 2 times in a row now. And if you're ICC, you most definitely will take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of these opportunities, especially right here when you're in the bottom of the 6th. Because what you want to do if you're ICC, which, I mean, you always want to do it, but really on your minds right now is let's get this run in so that way we can go out and end this thing in the top of the 7th and not give them an opportunity and try to lay the bunt down and didn't get it.
And that's one thing the Indians just have not been able to do is execute small ball here today at game 1 or game 2. So if they can just get a bunt down and get that runner over, it could be huge right now.
It could, and then we got to do something after that. But no outs right now. Again, I fully expect them to keep the bunt on here and try to sack him over.
And they do. Pulls back and takes that for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Morris. Morris reached on a fielder's choice and has walked in this contest. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, runner at first. That's the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-3 is our score. Shows bunt. Pulls back and takes that one for ball 2.
Good eye right there. Good job by Morris pulling back on both of those for ball 2. Not trying to force the bunt out there. Basically making sure he gets a good ball to bunt there. So excellent job thus far.
Shows it again. This time we'll lay it down. It's going to be the perfect bunt here. As only 1 play, 1-3, and a great job there. We talked about ICC struggle to get the small ball down. Well, that time Morris comes up with the perfect sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. Reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That is the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07.
Yeah, good job right there. That now the runner's at second, 1 out. So, and that runner at second is Jarrett Morris. So potentially anything down in the outfield definitely could score a run here if you're Etowamba. So ball 1, takes ball 1 right there. Don't have to force anything if you are Bryson Jackson here. Walk will work if that's what's given to you.
1-0 pitch. That one missing outside. 2-0 now is the count. Well, that's what you need to do right now. Put the pressure on East Mississippi. As Coach Collier wanting to call in his crew here to talk real quick, as I don't know if he's seeing something that maybe a pitcher is kind of tipping his pitch there as you see him meeting up with the Indians here. 2-0 is the count with a runner at second. 1 out here. We're in the bottom of the 6th in Game 2. Game 1 went 11 innings, and East Mississippi scored 5 in the top of the 11th to pick up the 12-9 win. Indians answered with 2 in the bottom half, but just couldn't finish the rally there. And so the timeout taken as Indians now will come to the plate. 2-0 is the count. With the DH Jackson at the plate, he has struck out looking twice. Be a great time to redeem himself here with a base hit. How about a little bit of a flare over the head of the shortstop?
You calling it?
Calling it. Instead, they're going to take time. They're going to say, well, Gore caught it, so we're going to mess it up. 2-0 is the count. 1 out with a runner at second. The umpire wanting the music to be played here. Instead, it looks like ICC is going to tease the bunt. And this one fouled right back at you in your living room. 2-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good cut on that one right there, but couldn't get it. Couldn't make that solid contact. So good cut right there. Hoping here we can put something in play if you're Bryson Jackson. Had a tough 2 early at bat so far this game.
So 2-1 is the count. Checking the runner. Now delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 now is the count.
He took something off of that one out in the head. Bryson Jackson was out ahead on that one. Like you say, got a 2-2 count here. He was out in front of that, so just got to guard the plate there and try to put it in play.
Nice job keeping off on that one. 3-2 now is the count here to Jackson. Indians with the go-ahead run, potential game-winning run at second. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 3-2 is the count to Jackson. And Jackson couldn't hang off on that one as it was a nice location. The pitch to the outside, strike 3. Not the day Jackson was hoping to have at the plate. As that is the first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Malone. And now this will bring Glenn to the plate with 2 outs. And a runner at second here for the Indians.
Yeah, still an opportunity here. If something's down out there, if we can get it out in the outfield, gets down, or if anything gets through, potential score right there as Bryce Glenn swings through that one out ahead of it. 0-1 count.
Again, just kind of wailing at the ball here. Just need a good, positive, hard contact. Don't have to have anything heroic here. Just get something hit hard to the outfield. That pitch missing low. Ball gets away. Catcher's going to try to go to third.
Job.
The throw is not in time. And a big-time play there for the Indians.
Yeah, good job by Madden Butler out there because right now you got a tie ball game. We got to spark something. What he did was he was very aggressive out there on the base path. Ball got down in between the catcher right there. He just noticed that it got down. He took off immediately, and I like that. I like that aggressiveness. Now your run is 90 feet away here if you're Etowamba.
So now the count goes 1-1 with 2 outs. And chases one all the way into the other batter's box there. Did Glenn, and just not a good at bat there.
No, that's not a good look, not a good swing right there. Now you're down in the count 1-2. You can't let that live in your head here. They'll probably go out again. They did not. They came back in.
2-2 now is the count, so a chance to redeem yourself here for Glenn. A timely base hit, something the Indians have been looking for all day today. Can they find one here with a 2-2 count, 2 outs and a runner at third in a 3-3 contest here in the bottom of the 6th?
Yep, they went out again right there.
They did, and he swung and missed on a just low and outside pitch, and Malone fired up, coming back in a big way there to get out of the jam. We'll take a break, head to the 7th, but before we do that, let's hear about Chop Day coming up here at ICC.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th. 3-3 is your score here between ICC and East Mississippi. Game 2. Feels like a Quentin Tarantino grindhouse doubleheader or double feature from back in the day if you're an old school movie guy. Just one of those you come into the theater at 11 o'clock and you're like, we're staying from 11 to 11, folks.
Yep, that's right. Looks
So-
like we've got a pinch hitter 25. Yes.
Yes, this is going to be Ian Henry.
Ian Henry to bat right now.
He did get a couple of bats in the first game of the day. So he will dig in here batting in place of Moore, who struck out twice. So we're in the top of the 7th inning. Another beautiful pitch there. Files has just been grooving here of late. Now, they have been able to pick up a hit here and there on him, but he has just been cool, calm, and collected after getting roughed up there in the first.
Yeah, and that's what you expect out of Judd. I mean, that's what he's been all year. And so, again, great job out there so far, and continues to do a good job on the mound. Very commanding out there.
1-2 pitch, missing low and outside. 2-2 now is the count. We do welcome those that have watched all day today, as it has again.
How many people can hold their hand up and say they've done that?
Very few. Andy Kirk. So that pitch missing outside. 3-2 now is the count. We said a Guaranteed Bank opening pitch was at 1:59 this afternoon. And here we are, 19 minutes past 8. Shot up the middle. Indians grab it. Throw over is in time for the out.
Yeah, nice play over there at short by Jude Treadaway to get behind the bag there, pick that one up, field it, and make the throw over to get the first out of the inning.
So one away now, as we talked about, Jude having to move over to shortstop, playing in place of a injured Reed Kent. Not an easy switch going from second all season to short this late in the season, but boy, he sure made it look easy there.
He did. Yeah, he made it look like he's been there all season, but you're right. Reed Kent's been the everyday shortstop all season, and due to injury, unable to be, as that breaking pitch comes in there. Strike one, hearing a little booze from the East Mississippi side.
Boo Birds breaking out over there at East Mississippi side today. So 0-1 now is the count here. Manning at the plate here for East. Is that pitch missing outside? 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th inning. 3-3 is your score. ICC and East doing battle here. 1-1 pitch, and that one's up high for a ball. This is a pretty important game for both these teams that are trying to stay in the chase for the playoffs here. As the count now goes 2-1. 1 out and nobody on. Manning awaiting the pitch. Fouls it off. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fans still sticking around in this one and been treated to some good baseball today.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Been a good day, and like I said, the weather was good. Getting a little cool tonight. That breaking pitch is nasty.
Absolutely. Strike 3 there as the batter was trying to jump out of the way. The umpire said, thank you, please drive through. Strike 3, 2 outs now in the inning.
Back number 5, Luke Sides.
So now this will bring Sides to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He popped up to the catcher in his first at bat, had a sacrifice bunt in his second. So now with 2 away, Sides trying to come in, and that breaking pitch still just wickedly good.
I mean, he's on right now, and so good for Etowamba, and you hope your offense, is going to be able to produce and get a run in for him.
0-1 pitch, that one up high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count to Sides. If he were to reach, then Murphy would be up next for East Mississippi. And then the very dangerous McClinton. As that one, wow, it looked like it was going to hit him for a second. Turned over, but not enough. As 2-1 now is the count. I say the dangerous McClinton. He is 3 for 3 with 3 singles, an RBI, and 3 stolen bases. They're going to appeal down, and he says he did not go. 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Files getting set to deliver the pitch. And that one runs high and inside for a ball, so that'll be a 2-out walk. And so now we go back to the top of the lineup here in Ty Murphy. Murphy is 1 for 3 on the day. He had a single, he scored a run, struck out looking, and popped up to short in his most recent at-bat. So he will dig in with 2 outs and a runner at first here in the top of the 7th. ICC looking for the exit. East looking for the rally. As that breaking pitch across for strike 1.
Yeah, way to come back there if you Judd after giving up that walk right there and throwing that first pitch strike, getting ahead pretty quickly here on Ty Murphy.
So 0-1 is the count. Runner at first. Files checks him, now delivers. That pitch, woo! A very friendly strike 2.
That was a very friendly strike 2. Quickly down 0-2. ICC will take it. Judd will take it.
You almost have to credit Stone for the frame job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stone will take it. So
yes.
Excellent job there. Good work.
So now the count goes 0-2 with 2 outs. Breaking pitch, no. Throw down is going to be not in time. And so the runner will steal second. That is the 4th stolen base of the day for East.
Yeah, excellent pitch right there to pick right there, 0-2 count, thinking he would come back with the breaking pitch. That's the one you want to steal on, obviously. Of course, hit 2 strikes on him, but if you're going to be able to try to take a base, you're going to do it on that breaking pitch. And so they picked a good one there. Good call by East.
So the way to the 1-2 offering here, and Files will step off and reset. Runner at second with 2 outs. Collier wants to come out and talk to Files in this situation. Big-time clutch moment in the game. We're in the top of the 7th inning here in Game 2. Want to make sure they're on the same page and the base runner not being able to maybe pick up and read their signals between the two of them. Home plate umpire is going to get about halfway out, and they'll break up the huddle there.
No, they're not.
And then Stone's like, psych, I'm coming back.
I saw you turn around, so I'm fixing to run back out there.
And that's going to count.
That's going to count as another one.
Visit. It is.
Yep.
And so that will actually be 2 visits to the mound there.
Yeah.
So
I think that's going to count as you
really
2.
Argue.
No, but got a 1-2 count here, so come on now. You got 2 outs, 1-2 count.
So the 1-2 pitch coming. That one up high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. Go ahead run in scoring position here for East Mississippi in the top of the 7th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Files on the hill. And this is Murphy at the plate here for East Mississippi. Files delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Files. Just what the Indians needed there. Strikeout number 10 on the evening for Files. We'll take a break. Can the Indians find some walk-off magic in the bottom of the 7th? We'll find out when we come back right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back. Back in the game. Back in motion. Back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
At Little Caesars, get a large 2-topping pizza for only $5.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $5.99? Get out of here! This pizza's only $5.99? No way! This is $5.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $5.99? Oh, you're crazy for this. Hey, pirate, get your hook off my $5.99 pizza. Choose a large 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $5.99 when you order online. Only $5.99? What?
Pizza.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-3 is your scores. This is going to be Hank Stallnaker coming to the plate here for ICC. He'll be getting his first at bat of the game here in Game 2. Did get to start in Game 1. So Stallnaker going to try to spark the bats for the Indians here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Stallnaker will start us off here. Malone still on the hill. He got that big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout with the go-ahead run at third, and big swing and a miss there for strike one.
Yeah, swung through that, missed it for strike one, quickly ahead by Malone. 0-1 count here. Got him again there, 0-2. Coach Collier's not agreeing with that one.
Coach Collier getting fired up there, and I'll have to say he gave the same pitch to us in the previous top part of the inning. So if you're Coach Collier, you got to be careful there. I think the umpire gave him a little bit of liberty before popping up and even thinking about giving him a warning. That means he knows he probably let one go there.
Right.
And, how about that? As the umpire with authority is staring down Coach Collier after punching out the batter. That one was personal.
Looked like it, I'm going to say. He popped up and punched him out towards Coach Collier.
Stared him down when he called strike three. And I understand it's an emotional situation and you've got a coach getting after you, but, man, you don't need to do that. Not in the JUCO League, brother.
No.
This one lifted. Right fielder's going to give chase. It's going to drop for a hit. Treadaway will go for extra bases.
He can get to 3.
And he's going to hold up at second. And that's going to be a double off the bat of Treadaway with one out here in the bottom of the 7th. I was thinking the same.
I'm almost thinking because it's out in right field here.
Maybe one of those didn't want to take the chance of running himself out there.
Well, you don't, and look who you got coming up. You got McCarthy and Ferris coming up behind him.
So with one out in the inning, ICC with the walk-off run at scoring position here, and McCarthy at the plate. He had a hard-hit single, eventually came around to score part of that 3-run home run in the bottom of the 5th. To tie it up for the Indians, now ICC is going to try to see if they got some walk-off magic here in the bottom of the 7th. McCarthy will dig in. Malone at the plate. Treadaway, who's got good speed, is at second. He represents the game-winning run here for the Indians. 3-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Malone set to pitch. That one across for a strike.
That one floated across there, and it's going to be 0-1 count.
Coach Collier needs to be careful.
Yeah, he's
here.
trying to get an explanation of it, but don't think now's the time to do that. Let's just kind of see. You know, you still got only one out, runner at second. You're here in the bottom of the 7th. Not saying you got to agree with it, but
McCarthy looks at that pitch high. Right now, if you're ICC, if you're Evan McCarthy, step out of the box. Take a deep breath. Get refocused in this situation. And get ready to attack the at-bat with a 1-1 count.
Yeah, you can't let the emotions that are going on out there build up inside of you to where it overtakes you if you're Evan McCarthy right now. You got to play your game, wait for your pitch, and drive that pitch.
1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Strike 2, 1-2 now is the count here on McCarthy. High drama here late evening in Fulton. 3-3 is your score. Bottom of the 7th inning. 1-2 is the count to McCarthy. The game-winning run in Treadaway at second. Malone not even paying attention to the runner at second right now, knowing that he's got to go after McCarthy here with a 1-2 count. Pitch on its way. Got him to chase outside. They're going to say strike 3.
No, he said he didn't go.
Well, the home plate umpire called it strike 3.
Oh, they checked it out
appealed,
there,
but
and he went this way.
Yeah, the home plate umpires called it strike 3 on his own, and that one was in the other batter's box, and that's what we said. This umpire is getting caught up in the emotions of the game. The game is too big for him right now, and I'm not trying to say that as a fan of ICC. I'm just saying that as just a neutral source right now, and they're going to walk Ferris, who had that big home run in the last inning. That will bring up now Collier at the plate. So runner at first. That run don't matter if you're East Mississippi. Stone Collier now will come to the plate, and now here comes Coach Collier. Not 100% sure what the conversation is here.
I'm not either. I'm still trying to get caught up because there was a check swing out there on McCarthy, and
so what happened? The home plate umpire called it strike 3.
And the catcher did point out there, but he went. My thing is the field umpire went ahead and called it.
Yeah.
So you had a field umpire called him safe that he didn't go around, which I know the home plate umpires got the call on it, but because he didn't check it. But you know, it's just an odd situation. So now you got runners at first and second, 2 outs here.
JUCO baseball at its finest right now, folks. 1-0 is the count. There is 2 outs. Runners at first and second. 3-3 is the score. Collier at the plate. Indians trying to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. Collier looks at that pitch, low and outside for ball 2.
Yeah, good eye there. Again, same with Stone that was talking about with Evan. You cannot let the emotions, of course there's going to be a mound visit here, but you can't let the emotions build up inside of you to where you're out there and you're going to be swinging at bad pitches or anything like that. So good job right there so far by Stone, being patient with a 2-0 count here.
And if you're the home plate umpire right now, you're really regretting the fact that East Mississippi is going to come out and have a conversation, because that is going to give an opportunity for Coach Collier to also come out and have a conversation with him, and the home plate umpire won't seem to kind of walk away in that situation. And, well, I've known Rick for more than 15 years of my life. He's not going to walk away from this situation, especially whenever he thinks that he can take up for his guys in those situations. And good on Rick to not do anything to really, because we've already seen the home plate umpire react after Rick kind of barked at him. He called a pitch that borderline pitch, but when he punched him out, looked directly at Rick and punched at Rick for that strike 3 call. Yeah. So really don't want to get on his bad side to try to influence him in this situation.
No, and I think that last bout, he just went down there. Again, like you said, he was very tame with it when he went down there. He wanted to, I guess, prove, make a point on something there that he didn't agree with, but he didn't, go out of his way and try to, get very emotional about it and held back. So you got a 2-0 count here. You got a runner in scoring position. Anything down in the outfield, I'm sure, they're going to try to score that runner at second, Jude Treadaway.
So 2-0 is the count. 2 outs. Game-winning run at second. Stone looks at the pitch, low in the dirt, blocked up beautifully there by the catcher, Roberts. Now 3-0 is the count. So imagine the red light will be on here for Stone with this 3-0 count. See if they can load up the bases and get that game-winning run a little bit closer to home plate.
Yeah, no doubt. I fully expect the red light on here at this point. Like you say, just even if you move that, the Jude on over to third, 90 feet away.
Pitch coming, taking the whole way that time, right down the middle. 3-1 is the count now here to Stone Collier. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Game-winning run at second, and Treadaway, who has good speed. Bottom of the 7th, 3-3 is your score. Collier waiting the pitch here from Malone. 3-1 pitch on its way. Holds off on that one and draws the walk, and bases will be full of Indians now here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs.
2 outs, and that's going to bring up Butler here. Yeah, now they're 90 feet away, there's no doubt. Anything through, of course, and I know East knows that, and that's what they're going to play. They're playing back. Defense, infield's playing back a little bit here, deeper in the infield, because anything through, it's ball game, so anything through this infield, done.
Butler looks at that first pitch, outer edge. The umpires called it all night tonight. 0-1 is the count. Indians with bases loaded. They have not had a timely hit for majority of the day, minus a 3-run home run by Ferris to tie up the ball game. Can the Indians find one now? Bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs. 3-3 ball game here in Game 2 between ICC and East Mississippi. That pitch missing outside low for a ball.
And that's something else you got to look at and be considerate of if you're East Miss and ICC, you're at Jude here at third, is any pass ball. If anything hits or it gets out there, because that ball was out, good job by the catcher to bounce out there and keep it at bay, but you got to keep your eyes on that.
1-1 pitch, lifted but foul, out of play. Now the count will go 1-2 here to Butler.
Yeah, quickly down 1-2 count here. Butler is in the count. So 2 strikes on him. Just trying to put the ball in play here. Either that, remain patient. If it's a ball, don't swing at anything like we have been swinging at today outside.
1-2 pitch, and it gets that edge. And that's exactly, he has called that all day today, and you have to be able to fight that off to keep the at-bat alive. We're going to extra innings. 3-3 is your score. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. It's getting late in the night. Temperatures are dropping, but tempers are flaring. Things could get crazy here in Fulton. Back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Join us for Chop Day at ICC on April 24th at Eaton Field for a day filled with great food, exciting football, and community fun. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., enjoy a variety of food trucks at the Crane Pavilion with the first 200 students eating for free. Then, starting at 6 p.m., Butch Lambert Stadium opens with a free kids zone, concessions, and Chick-fil-A available for purchase. At 6:30, catch the ICC football team scrimmage, followed by Chop Like It's Hot, an on-field dance party featuring DJ Cole from 7:30 to 9 p.m. That's Chop Day at Itawamba Community College, April 24th.
Hey, welcome back as we head now to the top of the 8th inning. It's 3-3 is your score here as ICC. Brad had the opportunity, left bases loaded there in the bottom half of the 7th. So now Files going to come back out. He's been grooving 10 strikeouts, but you got to think deeper we go in this game, the more that pitch count's piling up on him here. So hopefully he can keep in that rhythm and keep going.
Yeah, you're right. We went to the bullpen a lot in game 1. So I don't see currently any activity out there.
Somebody down there, I think, just not necessarily throwing to get loose, but just throwing to be warm right now.
Right. So, again, feel pretty good about Judd's command right now. Don't know his pitch count off the top, but, definitely his command out there right now with what he's had over these last several innings. Feel good about that. And so we'll kind of see. But McClinton's been a thorn in his side, and that's who's up to bat. The one guy that's been a thorn in his side, if you would call it that today for East, he's got 3 of the 6 hits for East Mississippi. So McClinton is up, and we'll see if he can continue to be a thorn in his side as he fouls that first pitch back.
Brad, to answer your question on how many pitches he has thrown, that is his 100th pitch of the ball game. Right there. So
all right, 100.
And goes foul back for strike one. As we talked about McClinton, he has been the thorn in the side for the Indians. He is 3 for 3 here. As that pitch missing, 1-1 is the count. When the ICC faithful wanting a strike called there in a little bit of a sarcastic tone. Sarcasm, that's my love language. As 1-1 now is the count. McClinton RBI'd and singled and drove in a run his last time up. Fouls that one off. Good job fighting it off there. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, good job right there. Again, he was did what he could with it, lined it out there, but it was out in left field. Of course, he's out on the left field line out there about fouls. So again, McClinton staying alive out there, but. That's what he's been doing. He puts the ball in play and he uses that speed, and that's what he's done all day. He's got those 3 singles, and then once he gets on the base path, you can just about expect him to run.
Yeah.
And that's what he's been doing here in Game 2. So, again, Indians looking to try to keep McClinton off the base path with as dangerous as he's been today on there.
So the 1-2 pitch coming. Files jammed him, and it comes right back to him.
Yeah.
Beautiful job there by Files.
Oh, yeah, good. Excellent job, because that makes up for that Ty Murphy one where he started the game, where he went right back up the middle first pitch. So excellent job right there by Files. He did jam him. Good job there by McClinton to get a piece of that one and at least get it out there.
Very important out there, as you said. McClinton, he was 3 for 3 of the day with 3 stolen bases and a run scored and an RBI, so that was a big out. LeMaster stands in, takes that first pitch, a breaking pitch across for strike one. We're in the top of the 8th inning here. 3-3 is your score. Game 1 went to extra innings. Why not Game 2 as we're here in the top of the 8th? 0-1 is the count. That pitch just a bit outside.
Yeah, a little overthrown on that one, and one of the few times you've seen Judd's command kind of, if you want to call it that, get a little shaky right there, but he'll draw it back in. But, again, that one way outside right there for ball 1.
So now the count goes 1-1, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 8th. That pitch outer edge, but called a ball. 2-1 now is the count. We were joking saying the softball team would have enough time to get back. Now the game went to extra innings. They probably will be getting pretty close to getting back before this one is said and done. 2-1. That one up high. 3-1 now is the count here to LeMaster. Of course, they went on the road and split today, won Game 1 and dropped Game 2 down at East Mississippi. And that one right down the middle for a strike as LeMaster thought it was ball 4. He started heading down there, and the umpire said, no, come on back, let's do it again.
Yeah, pulled him back, full count. Good job by Judd to get it back to full.
So now the count, as Brad mentioned, goes full. 3-2 with 1 out and nobody on base here to LeMaster. Files pitch. Popped up mile high. Center fielder's running back to the track, and will squeeze it for the out.
Yeah, that one carried a little further than I thought it would as well, like the one did earlier in Game 1. But, again, put a little something on that one. But out number 2 here for East here in the top of the 8th inning here in extras. So big out right there, 2 outs.
So now this will be Bullard coming to the plate here for the for the Lions. 2 outs and nobody on. Takes a healthy swing at that one, missing 0-1.
Yeah, big swing right there, big miss, not able to catch up with it on that fastball. Still got a command with that fastball currently, Judd does.
So 0-1 is the count. There's a flare, and the second baseman will go over, gets it, and tosses it over for the out. Nice job there by the Indians to get a 3-up, 3-down inning there in the top of the 8th. Indians, a chance to walk it off again. We'll take a break and be back with the bottom of the 8th right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the 8th inning for ICC. It'll be Morris, Jackson, and Glenn scheduled up here for ICC. Which one of these guys want to step up and be the hero this evening? ICC trying to earn the split here with East Mississippi. We're tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th. If you're just now joining us, East Mississippi won it 12-9 in the first game of the day. That one went in 11 innings. As that ball game started at 1:59, we are about 12 minutes away from the 9 o'clock hour here in Fulton. And Morris will get set to dig in to start us off here in the bottom of the 8th. Malone still on the hill here for East. As that pitch up high for a ball. Things have settled down. That last inning it got a little intense out there.
I was fixing to say, yeah, the drama came out for a little while there, but it did settle down, and Judd had a good inning last inning to settle things down. So that's swung through there. Jarrett did strike one. Still, if you look at the scoreboard, 6 hits for East to Etowamba's 4. So Etowamba's still trailing in the hit column. Tied up, though, 3-3, as Adam mentioned.
That pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to the left fielder, Morris. He had a sacrifice bunt in his last at bat. He walked and then reached on a fielder's choice. Those are his stats on the evening, brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. This one popped up. Center fielder will jog over. Now we'll call everyone off, and we'll reel it in for out number 1.
Yeah, I got under that. Not the best swing on that pitch right there from Morris, so that's going to bring out number 1 here, as you mentioned, here in the bottom of the 8th. So Indians really need to they're wanting to end this game right here. They really need to right now is the time to start with either getting a walk, somehow getting on base if you're Etowamba.
Or we'll just let Jackson hit a home run and walk it off here.
I'll take it.
That first pitch, outer edge for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Unfortunately, he is 0 for 3 on the day with a trio of strikeouts. So nobody more primed for a big-time hit here for the Indians than Jackson. And this one popped back. It's going to get out of play, and now 0-2 is the count.
Yeah, quickly down 0-2 here. And Bryson Jackson's due. And, now would be a great time just to break out of that little slump right here and hit anything.
0-2 pitch. Nice job finding a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. As we said, that umpire, he's like that outside corner for everybody today. And so a good job of being aware of that. finding contact and keeping the at-bat alive.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to be aware of all that, and I know they are. And again, good job of battling back and just fouling that pitch off. Hopefully, going to get what you want here. Pitch you can drive. Did not.
Instead, swing and a miss there on the off-speed pitch, and strikeout number 4 on the day for Jackson.
Up to bat, number 5, Houston Green.
And now Houston Green will be coming to the plate here for the Indians with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Indians want to try to get something going here. Don't want to get a 3-up, 3-down inning to give East that momentum as that first pitch high for a ball.
No, definitely not. Like I say, pinch hitting Houston Green there. He did play in game 1's pinch hitting for Bryce Glenn here. And so maybe he can be that spark and get a 2-out rally going.
1-0 is the count. Pops this one up. Third baseman's going to give chase. It will get out of play, so new life here after that one goes foul. 1-1 now is the count here to Green.
Yeah, should Green reach, you do have Stallnaker behind him, who would get an at-bat. Of course, he's only had 1 this game. That's going to be ball 2, 2-1 count.
So a risky take there. 2-1 now is the count here to Green. 3-3 is your score, bottom of the 8th here in game 2 between ICC and East Mississippi. There's a shot ripped and fair ball. It's going to get down to the corner. Green's going to hustle down to second, and that's going to be a double brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Yeah, excellent job right there and getting a spark right there by Houston Green, and just what the Indians needed. And that we can keep that 2-out going here with Stallnaker with some speed from Houston Green. Maybe if we can get anything down out there, get anything through, we might try to send Houston on and see if we can get him in to score and end this game.
Stallnaker coming to the plate for the second time tonight. He is 0 for 1, struck out looking. It is his only plate appearance here. Yeah, if we can get something down to the outfield to the right side, could possibly walk this one off. Ball in the dirt. Good read by Green as it was blocked up nicely that time by Roberts to keep the runner from advancing. 1-0 is the count. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 outs here. ICC with the game-winning run in scoring position, and Stallnaker at the plate here for ICC. 3-3 is the score with East Mississippi. Malone on the mound. Big swing and a miss there. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, big swing and a miss, as you mentioned. And got to make contact here. Got to try to put the pressure on them. Your second baseman is shaded over right now for the pull. Of course, you got your shortstop on over 2, which is shaded on over closer to second. So strike 3 right there. They're playing Stallnaker to pull.
Strike 2. 1-2 now is the count with 2 outs. And Stallnaker really, like he kind of stepped out of that at bat there. And so now he'll dig back in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, game-winning run at second. Malone has been clutch for the Lions here in these type of situations. Pitch on its way. Ripped up the middle, and that's going to do it.
They're going to send him.
He's going to round third. There will be no throw. The Indians walk it off. 4-3 over East Mississippi in extra innings. Big-time celebration out there in right field. A clutch hit by Stallnaker, and ICC wins it.
Yeah, big 2-out hit right there. 2-out, 2-strike hit too. Not only was there 2 outs in the inning here, you had 2 strikes on Stallnaker, and so you were down to your last strike. And huge hit. Now, I mentioned everybody was playing over. Now, I mentioned that before the pitch. You had your second baseman who was shaded on over more toward first base. Your shortstop was more playing defensively closer to the base, second base. So there was that gap, and Stallnaker found it, which the gap was between second base and where the second baseman had shaded over and was pulled over for Stallnaker to pull. He did pull it, but didn't pull it quite as much as they had expected him to pull. So excellent placement right there. Good hit, good solid hit. It got by the second baseman, and Houston Green with his speed able to score from second. So good job right there by Etowamba to get this big win here in Game 2 to split the series with East Mississippi.
Those final thoughts being brought to you by the Bank Okolona, John Harrod and all the fine folks out there at Bank Okolona. They've proudly served North Mississippi for more than 90 years here in the area. They've got locations in Okolona, Houston, Manatee, Bruce, Tupelo. Their newest branch is located in Aberdeen as they proudly serve the surrounding areas here. Bank Okolona member FDIC. We are in the Renaissance Bank post-game report. Your final stats and final line here. Let's just go ahead and give you the final line as we went to another extra inning game. ICC walks it off. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. East Mississippi 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Got a little meat left on the bone here, and I don't think we're going to have much of a conversation. Actually, you can call it 2, I think, co-stars of the game in this situation.
I think we're on the same page there.
As this is going to be brought to you by Sam's Town Market. Be the star of your next home-cooked meal by visiting Sam's Town Market in Manatee. From locally sourced fruits and vegetables to imported specialty items, Sam's Town Market caters to your diverse range of taste and preferences. And Dr. Boggs, the floor is yours.
That'll go to Houston Green and Hank Stallnaker, who finished out that game right there, on my opinion, on that as your combo. I mean, you know, ICC was stuck. We were stuck in game 1, couldn't produce and couldn't get that extra oomph that we needed. Houston Green came in there with 2 outs and got that big double right there that was needed, hit it down the third base line. And what did Stallnaker do? He came in, drove him in for the game-winning run. ICC needed that big hit right there and needed that run to score for this Game 2 victory. That helps ICC out more in the standings, and I hadn't done the mathematical on any of that. It's too late in the evening for me to try to do that, or it's normally too early in the morning for me to do it too because I'm not good at math. But anyway, huge for ICC to split with East today and keep them from getting the sweep of us.
4-3 the final in favor of the Indians here in Game 2 in 8 innings. It was 11 innings in Game 1 that East Mississippi picks up the 12-9 win. What a day of baseball here in Fulton. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast. For Raphael Henry, Dr. Brad Boggs, Cal Brown, and Casey Smith, I'm Adam Gore saying so long from Fulton. Have a great night, and as always, Roll Tribe.
But I just don't know which way to turn. I'm about to dance in my band.